The videos highlighted two different theories about motivation as well as innovation. The first theory proposes that for good ideas to form, there has to be a fitting environment to develop them. According to this theory, certain types of spaces can be very beneficial in the innovation process by promoting creativity. It also states that the formation of ideas follows certain patterns. Many good ideas take time to fully come into being, sometimes days, sometimes years. In conjunction with this belief, it is also theorized that ideas can rapidly evolve by colliding with other ideas. These collisions between ideas can happen through interactions with like-minded individuals. This theory is exemplified in many processes which led to the rapid evolution of personal computers in the 70s. With the rise of PCs, many computer clubs were formed, where like-minded people came to discuss their latest programs or to ask questions about their ideas. These clubs were a breeding ground for innovation, and many companies had their start at such clubs. One could even say that the entire Silicon Valley was an ideal space for the PC industry to grow. Many of the offices where people worked were open, some not even having doors and consisting of cubicles instead. This promoted interactions and exchange of ideas. In Silicon Valley, many people were at the right place at the right time, sharing ideas and working together to expand what can be done with PCs. The next theory concerns motivation. It asks how to motivate people to achieve the best results. A study which was repeated all around the world found that beyond the rudimentary physical level, the quality of results does not grow with an increase in monetary compensation. In contrast to how it is usually perceived, the quality of work dropped when people were promised greater reward. The study found that to motivate people, there need to be three factors to consider: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy refers to one's wish to be in control of your life and actions. People are more productive when they can decide when or how to approach a task themselves. This is reflected in the Silicon Valley, as many of the early software companies did not have large hierarchies or even a fixed workday.
We didn't even obey a 24-hour clock. We'd come in and program for a couple days straight.
People just went to work when they wanted and stayed for days on end because they were passionate about their work. Mastery refers to one's wish to improve and grow their craft, in most cases out of passion. In these cases, money is not relevant to one's drive to improve and get great results. In Silicon Valley, many of the early tech companies were started by people who were just passionate about computers and invented their products for themselves rather than for monetary gain. Ed Roberts, who invented the first personal computer, did so because computers were not accessible to him and he wanted one for himself. Steve Wozniak of Apple created the Apple II because that's what he would have wanted for himself. Many of these products were a work of love, which were only commercialized at a later stage. Purpose refers to the wish to make an impact on the world and improve it. This is reflected in the counterculture or hippie movement that occurred concurrently with the growth of personal computers. Their drive to improve the world, even at the cost of their own personal time or money, was worth it in their eyes. People take personal time out of their day to continue working on something, or decide to volunteer and offer their services for free because they could help other people that way. Examples are Skype or Wikipedia, both of which offer free services that are greatly beneficial for many people. Some people work because they want to leave a mark on the world. Steve Jobs famously said that he wanted to put a dent in the universe, as he never did anything for the money. One of the many people who had their start during the tech movement of the 70s was Bill Gates. Him and Paul Allen founded Microsoft, creating software for big companies like IBM. Even though he had a reputation of a ruthless businessman, his Microsoft operating system, together with their Office products, propelled the company to new heights. He stepped down from the position of CEO, but still remained at Microsoft until 2006, when he decided to dedicate his full time to his philanthropic efforts with the Gates Foundation. They work all over the world, focusing on issues of health and education, among many others. Other people mentioned in the documentary are Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak of Apple, who got famous through their creation of the Apple II personal computer. Besides them, there's also Gordon Moore of Intel, who created the first microchips, and Ed Roberts, as mentioned before, of MITS, who invented the Altair personal computer.